Hey, what's up YouTube? Today I'm back working on the E30. The bearing on this car makes so much noise. I'm going to remove the transmission and replace the clutch and all the bearings. So let's do it. First, drain out the oil. If your oil is new, you don't have to do this. Next, remove the exhaust. You only need to remove the middle section of the exhaust. Next, disconnect the O2 sensor and remove the harness. Next, remove all the bolt holding the exhaust piping to the exhaust manifold. Next, remove the heat shield bracket. Then remove all the ball holding the heat shield. Next, unbolt the driveshaft from the differential. You can use a ply bar to wedge it in between the driveshaft and the bolt to prevent the driveshaft from spinning. Next, remove the bolt for the center support. Then remove 3 bolts connecting the driveshaft to the transmission. But since I'm going to replace all the seals and the bushings, I removed all 6 bolts. If you are not going to do it, just 3 bolts is enough. Next, remove the wire to the reverse signal. Then unclip the shifter. Then remove a hex bolt holding the shifter. Remove 2 hex bolts for the crank sensor. Some of the bolt I put it back into place, so when I install it I don't have to fight it. Next, I remove out the torque bolt holding the transmission to the engine. Remove 2 nuts holding the clutch sleeve. Next, remove nuts and bolt holding the starter. This is the hardest part of removing the transmission. Some book will tell you to remove the intake manifold, but if you have the right tool, you can do it without removing the intake manifold. Now from the top, remove starter bracket. Then 1 nut for the starter. I use 6-inch extension and a pry bar to wedge in on the transmission side so the bolt won't keep spinning. Then remove the last 2 torque bolt holding the transmission, one at the top right and the other one at the top left. Next, get the transmission jack, tie it down, and it should be out pretty easy. Next, I spray some WD-40 at the bolt holding the pressure plate. After 5 minutes, I remove off the bolt for the pressure plate. Then remove the flywheel. There's no bearing left, just the casing, but not the ball. See you guys in the next video when I install the transmission back and put a new clutch and a new pressure plate and all the bushings.